This is WMNF Tampa, community-funded, community-supported radio, and this is Live Music Showcase here on WMNF. We're live every Friday at 2:06 p.m. with a live band, a musical act from somewhere here in the Tampa Bay area, somewhere in the Florida area, and even sometimes somewhere in the world. We have international bands once in a while. It's pretty exciting. This week, we have a local band with an international feel, I would argue.
That's
Trevor Brystrom.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing really good. Feels really good to be out here.
Lovely. How's the band doing? How are we all doing, everybody?
We're good.
We're good? No, it's not going to do. How are we doing, everybody?
We're good. We're ready to
I'm
go.
fantastic. There it is. That's the energy I want to hit. That's it. That's the marker. The drugs have kicked in. That's perfect. Exceptional. The coffee, sorry, yes. Well,
Caffeine,
you know,
yeah.
caffeine. The coffee, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let it rip.
So I can't wait to dig into your music and like where this this island international kind of vibe kind of came from and how you got involved in it, how you all got involved in it. But first, I want to hear your first song.
Hear the first song?
Yeah.
Okay. This is an original song called Long Dark Road. It hasn't been released yet, but it's one of my older songs redone. Here it is. Walk so far down this long dark road, battling my mind on what I think I know. I gotta fulfill myself on this land, oh. Cover my roots a very deep and sand. See new lights and heard new sound. Live like creatures that are all around. Sunk in the river while boats float by, oh, one day fly like a bird so high in the sky. And I'm going down this long dark road. You may ask, why do I go down this long dark road? It's the only path that I know. Down this long dark road, need to find some room to grow. Down this long dark road. Beard grows long and my skin grows dense. Watch as my age builds my confidence. Still seems this life is getting harder, but breakdown I feel is not much farther. And I'm going down this long dark road. What do I know? Down this long dark road, it's the only path that I know. Down this long dark road, need to find some room to grow. Down this long dark road. Vamos allá. need to find some room to grow down this long dark road. And I run till comes the morning sun.
Down this long dark road.
This road brings on this heavy load, and I run through a ton of intersections. Down this long dark road, won't turn left, won't turn right, with no end in sight. Try and love every step of the way. Down this long dark road, this gives me the voice to what I say. And in the end, I will know all my friends. Down this long dark road, I will descend, I will transcend, and I go.
Trevor Brystrom live on Live Music Showcase here at WMNF. That was nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Very nice. I like, I'm a big sucker for harmonies, first and foremost. So very nice, very tight harmonies.
Ooh, thank you.
Very, very nice. I know that's not an easy thing in the diction and all that stuff. It's a whole bunch of thing. But so I'm really curious about when it comes to, like, let's talk about that song in particular. You said that's an older song that you kind of reworked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, what made you rework it?
It's just how I used to play it. It's just not a style. I always like dance around different styles, and just back then, it just if I listen to that version, I'm like I feel it's immature and didn't have much just musicality through it, and it just was always there. It was a cool idea, had cool words about it, and I just wanted to always bring that back into the set, but I wanted to do it in a just very cool, new, unique way.
Cool. So, and let's do real quick. Let's go around. Tell me the name. Okay, band members. What do you play? Tell me your name real quick so the audience knows who you guys are.
Well, my name is Benny Maldonado. Oh, check 1, 2.
There you go.
Yeah, right. My name is Benny Maldonado, and I am the percussionist / background vocals for Trevor Brystrom Band.
There it is. I love it.
My name is Judy Maldonado, Benny's wife.
Yeah.
I do vocals and I play auxiliary percussion.
Cool.
And I'm James Hershey. I'm the drummer for Trevor Brystrom Band, and I also play percussion, not only drums.
He's in the band closet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm calling the drum room today. That's what we're calling
People
it.
on Facebook are confused. They're like, where is he?
Yeah, he's somewhere in there. Well, they've
I'm a
got a
ghost.
GoPro in there for him, too.
it's probably
And
ghost.
speaking of Facebook, thanks for bringing that up. If you're listening right now on the radio and you want to see what's going on, because we're not just a radio show, we are also a live stream video show as well on Facebook. You can go to Facebook and search WMNF's Live Music Showcase to join in on the fun there. Leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching. If you're watching right now, and I see there are a few people watching right now, tell us where you're watching from. What are you doing today? What's your Friday looking like? What's your weekend looking like? Let's hang out. This is not a one-sided thing. It's a two-way street, so talk to us. I love it. And we do have confirmed audio today. That's a nice little that's a nice little plus. It's one of the beauties of doing a live show is you get the whole experience. And if you're listening on the radio right now, there are elements that you will not see or hear on the, you don't see any of it on the radio. You won't hear on the radio because, well, we are beholden to the FCC after all. But we are not beholden to that on the live stream. So come and join us in the live stream. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about that song and that style. So first of all, what made you go into that style of music, this style of music? I would call that song like very Latinx influenced. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What made you go into that style of music?
So it's just a lot of things. I love world music, and actually I found a new love for like Latin music and that style. Actually listening to a Senegalese band, Orchestra Baobab, play those type of styles, but in their arrangements, because you normally with like salsa music you have like heavy keys, you have like piano playing through, you got hall trumpet, but they have like a sax, electric guitar, like normal rock instruments that you'd get, and so they'd create the music, and I just found that music so cool. So it's like another route of just finding the styles of music. There's another artist named Chiclo, and he plays in those styles as well, and it's just like a brand new, they use a lot of African drums, a lot of different rhythms like that to bring it all in, and just hearing them do their version, because I just have just huge love for African music, and I've been finding myself wrapping around in circles because everyone's kind of influenced by everyone around the world a lot of times if you do enough digging. So pretty much through that, and then having Benny, and he's like king percussionist right here, and he's Latin Grammy nominated artist who could really, for sure, we could pull off the music. And we got Benny here to do that.
So Benny, what made you want to hook up with this guy and play some music with him?
Well, he kept calling me. No, leave me alone.
Just wouldn't stop. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Persistence is key.
Well, I've never heard of him, and until I received a message from Facebook, a messenger by James, asking me, hey, we're doing a project, we're doing some things, and, you want to join in? I'm like, yeah, okay. Then finally got to meet Trevor, and it just... His music, actually, the first album he made, I was digging around. Like, let me see what this guy's about. And I just fell in love with the album. I'm like, whoa, you know what? This is deep.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yes. And then, we gelled everything together. And I brought in my wife as well. We're doing it together, here. The band is
killing it.
The core four. And
yeah, and like you're saying about the harmonies, that's where Judy really shines. She brings in those vocals, harmonies, and she's like, she's like, you got to end right at this point. You got to she crafts it all and to be exactly what it is. So
yeah, there are two different kinds of harmony singers out there, good and everyone else.
Yeah.
And the good ones are meticulous. They're really, really meticulous with those little details, and not everybody picks up on it. But as a former choir nerd, I look for the points in which the consonants cut off and everything. All right, cool. So I want to talk a little bit about a little more about how you developed this style and how you guys all kind of came together as a band. But let's hear another song first.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of reggae, and this is a little reggae Latin fusion. This is Blackwater. It's available on Spotify. Here it is. With the leader making money off the bombs that are falling. Don't you fear what this could all mean in the end? And businessmen are bribing the ones who make the changes in the law. Ending the research that is supposed to protect us all. And doctors getting paid to prescribe the highly addictive pills. No different from a thug on the street with the quota he has to fill. And oil and pharma feed that progress will shut them down. They fund efforts to keep us treading and off of the ground. We are treading in the black water, getting darker with no way out. We are treading in the black water, getting darker with no way out. With the system from the banks that profit strictly off the poor, from people that just feeding their family is an endless war. A divide inside that make us hate and not willing to communicate. I keep us shredding with a feet tied up in a way. We are treading in the black water, getting darker with no way out. We are treading in the black water, getting darker with no way out. path that we are heading. Oh, and keeps us down and treading. Yeah, the path that we are heading. Oh, it keeps us down and treading. And Lord, all this time, oh, all this time, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo, aquí en la oscuridad, aquí no me quedo yo. We are treading in the black water, getting darker with no way out. We are treading in the black water, getting darker with no way out. Aquí no me quedo yo. Yeah.
Trevor Brystrom here on Live Music Showcase on 88.5. All right, guys.
Woo.
That was solid. That was real nice.
Well, thank you so much.
Really, really nice. You know, when it comes to Florida, like you think about a lot of reggae. Reggae's really popular
It
here.
is, yes.
Different versions of reggae are definitely really popular here. It
Yeah,
depends on
especially when
where
you go into the coastline, coastal areas. I'm from Anna Maria Island, so it's wrapped all around by water. So that's get a lot of reggae in this area.
Yeah, totally. So when it comes to, you know, again, you mentioned like international music, world music. You know, how much traveling have you done to be, you know, to actually experience the cultures that created that music?
Not enough.
That's a great answer.
We
That's probably the best
got
answer.
YouTube Academy for sure, just to really, to really learn a lot of this stuff, and Spotify to like reach all the depths of what music is out there. So, but like me and the drummer inside there, James, we both went on a little trip to Chile and played with a band called Koi Way over there, and I've also done a little bit of traveling, but this summer I'll be joining up with Peter Mwanga, and we'll be meeting for the first time. We did an album last fall, and that was called Mwanga and Brystrom, a collaboration album that we did during just like the shutdown and the quarantine. We had no shows, but we connected through the internet and sent music back and forth, and we hired musicians on there, and it just came out to be an incredible project. And we had 6 original songs, and we created a vinyl. So, and that's kind of was like our last big release. Now we're currently working on the next one. So that's going to happen in August. So I'll be able to go down to Africa for the first time ever and listen to my favorite music done in just my favorite country to listen to for the music came out of. So
Which
favorite
country?
continent.
I was
Sorry.
going to say, which country in
Yeah.
Africa are we talking about specifically?
So I really love like music from West African music is where Peter Mwanga's from is Malawi, Africa, which is near it's Lake Malawi. It's near Zimbabwe, the Mozambique area, more on the southern side.
Gotcha. So, maybe playing devil's advocate a little bit here, but do you ever have a reaction from people listening to your music, you know, asking you essentially, why do you feel that you can accurately represent this music that's from other parts of the world?
Pretty much how I go at it is just it's the music that speaks to me so well. It's the rhythms, and they drive my emotions, and everything about it. It just seems like it's like a pinpoint view. If I want to go for a sound, I know exactly the path to go for it, and we just gotta dig in and reverse engineer and deconstruct and then build it all back together in our own way. And it's not music that's played much and performed much. And I've always grown up and I always wanted to be a musician that would play something a little bit more unique, but everyone can connect with. Kind of like top 40, everyone connect with, but I don't want to be a top 40 band or something. But I want to play stuff that people hasn't heard that they as well can connect to.
Sure.
Just as strong. So.
Sure. So okay. With that in mind, then you're looking for connection. That's what you're really trying to accomplish with this music. And while I'm sure there's an argument that can be made about reappropriation and all of that.
Definitely.
And there's a valid argument there. But I think that when it comes to your music, when it comes to this project, what I'm hearing right now, I'm not hearing misappropriation. I'm hearing representation. Yeah. And, seeing that you guys are here, you have multiple cultures in your group that are representing the music as well. And it sounds like, this isn't a situation where maybe you're the mastermind in terms of writing the music and it's from its origin, but I'm hearing that you guys are taking input, that you guys are collaborating. Yeah. And maybe even sometimes, like with that song a few songs ago, where you reinvent it to more accurately represent that genre. Yeah. Do you guys feel that way? Is that how you feel when you're in this project? Wonderful. Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're all on the same page.
Constant
and
learning
everything's
process.
good. Excellent.
I kind of know what you're saying, but yeah, it's I feel like when you culture appropriate, it's, you're taking the music and not giving, and you either change it in ways that it's against the rules or that the high-end cap place on it or something. Yeah. Or you're just not giving any credit to it at all, and you're like, oh, this is my original song. I thought of it when I was daydreaming, and completely my original style of music too, and there's no outside influences. I feel like that would really cause, because it's you definitely have influences over there or something. Yeah. And
it's appropriation without representation. I think that's where the line is drawn.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing that here. That's good. I'm seeing representation. I'm seeing, you're giving credit to those genres and those people that created this music initially. Yeah. So that's great. The people in the live stream are loving it. We've got all kinds of comments. We've got Sydney. Let's see. Sydney says, hey, we love you, Trevor Brystrom Band. Maria, I'm Judith Mom. Said just like that. Let's see. There is James Hershey. I'm Judy Uncle. Jose. Oh, wow. So you guys have some family in here. I like it. That's great. Watching from St. Pete while working. Watching from Odessa, Florida. Katrina gives a bunch of heart emojis. Thank you all for watching the live stream.
My wife.
Oh, you're married. All right, ladies. He's off the market. Sorry. All right, well, let's hear another song. I'd love to hear another one.
Let me do a song. I'm going to switch up the set list. I was talking about that Peter Mwanga tune. This is one of the songs off that vinyl. This song is called Listen. I originally wrote this down in the island of Grenada. I was visiting my brother for vet school and stuck in a little dorm room and was able to pick out this song. And then the song wasn't finished, and this is one of the songs I sent to Peter. I was like, if you want to put on a verse or something, and he sent it back with music all layered in so beautifully. So here's Listen. Hope you guys enjoy. We are connected to people all around the world, and we don't bother to listen. All around the world, we hide behind the walls, let money to the cause, and people are afraid of their neighbors. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world, listen, listen, all around the world. Yeah. They use hate to keep us afraid. They use hate to keep us down. Need to listen to bring the light, knock the darkness to the ground, and we need to know all around the world and recognize their reasoning. All around the world, rise above those walls and swallow our pride and listen to the people. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world. We got the power to bring a fight and the numbers that bring them down. Need to listen to bring the light, knock the darkness to the ground. And we need to know our friends all around the world and recognize their reasoning. All around the world, rise above those walls and swallow our pride and listen to the people. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world, listen, listen. All around the world, I say, listen, listen. All around the world. All right.
This is Live Music Showcase. We're live in studio with Trevor Brystrom and the Trevor Brystrom Band. Is that what we call
We're
it?
here.
We call it the Trevor Brystrom Band?
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
Is that how it goes? All right. So as far as like you mentioned that you're going to be traveling, where'd you say you were going again?
I'll be going to Malawi to visit Peter,
Malawi.
and then doing a little honeymoon. We're going to go down to South Africa and go to Cape Town, do the garden route. So,
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So, I mean, how long has that trip been in the works? Has that been in the works for a while now? Or
I mean,
you're like last week or?
for this whole trip, we've been wanting to do probably since we've been starting writing the music. I was like, oh, one day I'll come to Africa and then get you here in the States when everything starts opening up again. And it's just so slow to open up, so it's like we just keep pushing it back. We're like, all right, let's just wait it out a little bit. So now it seems like the right time, and we got all the flights booked, and it's a for sure thing happening in August. So
Yeah. So it got started around the pandemic then, in the shutdown. That's actually where you hit my radar at that point. I was doing a live stream project with a guy named Ben Atalis, who owns Lunar View.
okay, yeah,
You know, that whole thing. And he was working with a place, Lakewood Ranch, down in Sun City Center, somewhere around there, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was like, you got to check this guy out, man. You got to check this guy out. He's great. He's got all these different musicians, and he plays with all these different people. And these people love him. They love him down there. It's great. It's so
Yeah.
great. You got to check him out.
that was one of our quarantine gigs.
That
We
was
get
a
to play
quarantine
live
gig.
streams. Yeah,
Love you, Lakewood
Yeah.
Ranch.
So yeah, Lakewood Ranch, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if some people that are watching this right
Shout
now
out to Lakewood Ranch.
if you're watching the live stream right now and you're from Lakewood Ranch, just give us a little wave in the comments there with an
We
emoji.
love you.
yeah.
So I love talking to musicians about like now that it's over and we can kind of we've all like been to our support group meetings and everything about dealing with all the difficult things that we dealt with as musicians. For you, that was a unique way to hopefully find some kind of an income and find a way to like support yourself still. Because are you full-time musicians? Is everyone here full-time? Are we doing? You guys are full-time?
I'm
Yep.
full time now, but during COVID, I do help my family out at the animal clinic. I can vet tech and
Yeah.
take some blood and
Yeah.
TPR your dog, make sure he's doing healthy and being on healthy and everything.
The reality is, and the reality was at the time, musicians worldwide, for the first time ever, we had a common thread, and it was, what the heck are we going to do now? And it was, oh my God, are we ever going to be able to do this again at a certain point? There was points where we were like, is this going to end? Is this the new world? What do we do? Oh my God, identity crisis. Because unlike, some other professions, musicians tie their identity to what they do. It's like, I'm don't just play music. I'm a musician. I think about it constantly throughout the day. If my fingers start losing their calluses, I start to get a little bit anxious. So what a lot of us did was we looked for other things to do and told ourselves, okay, this is just for a little while. It's going to come back. And it did. And we got real lucky with that. Some people didn't do that. At any point during the pandemic, were you like, I'm done, it's time to do something else?
No, I like kind of, it's like I'm already here and I've already done as much as I've done in the past like 10 years of performing and past like 16 years of actually knowing how to play music. That's never, like, I don't even want that thought to cross through. It's like what else, what's next in music that I can do? And like that's kind of why I did the opportunity to just work on an album. I was blessed enough to be able to have a full-time job and work with my family. But at the same time, I had my little project studio on Anna Maria Island, and I now just work. I had a lot more time than I did before, so did a lot more gardening too, and like a lot of us. Lowe's is all sold out of soil, and like, come on. But yeah, I learned how to grow some vegetables and learned how to write or record a whole album overseas with another artist in collaboration.
I love that. I love that.
Cool.
All right, let's dive into another song, and then after that, I want to talk a little bit about the message that I'm hearing in this music, because I'm not hearing lyrics that are, happy-go-lucky. Some of it is, but I'm hearing a strong message in all of it.
Yeah,
and I'm really interested to find out where that comes from.
I definitely did the strong message songs first, but I'm going to do this. This song is called Bossa Ocean. I wrote this down on the Florida Keys. It has a strong message, but it's very lighthearted
I like
it. But it's just about love. So here it is. Had a message in the bottle to head on out full throttle, off our feet and from the heat. This will be our release, away from this society. You're all that I will need. Drop the sails and start to cruise. I'll wait to escape the blues and drift into the sheets. Waves are emotion, slip into the sea. You control my motion. Float on up to me on this bossa ocean. Sink on in so deep before we sleep. Come with me, come with me, come with me on this bossa ocean. On this bossa ocean, ocean, ocean. We sailed on through the night with pillow clouds and starry lights. When no winds begin to turn, we use ropes and ties. We learned the storm blew us near the place. I threw the anchor to slow the pace. The wind settled on the spot, began to loosen up the knot. Drifting through the sheets, waves are emotion. Slip into the sea, you control my motion. Float on up to me on this bossa ocean. Sink on in so deep before we sleep. Come with me, come with me, come with me on this bossa ocean. On this bossa ocean, ocean, ocean. On this bossa ocean, yeah, oh, la 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 la. bossa ocean. I got love and devotion on the bossa ocean, yeah. I got love and devotion on the bossa ocean, yeah. I got love and devotion on the bossa ocean, yeah. I got love and devotion on the bossa ocean. Drifting through the sheets, waves are emotion. Slip into the sea, you control my motion. Float on up to me on this bossa ocean. Sink on in so deep before we sleep. Come with me, come with me, come with me on this bossa ocean.
Bossa Ocean, Trevor Brystrom,
Yes.
here on Live Music Showcase. You know, a thought occurred to me during that last song, and I do want to dive into the subject matter that we were talking about before, about like the message of your music and all of that. La 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 is such a funny, interesting phrase in music. Because it can easily be dismissed as just, well, you know, filler or whatever. The reality is, la 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 is whimsical.
Yeah.
And when coupled with this kind of music, man, it just makes you lean back into the song, close your eyes, and imagine you're on a beach somewhere. And I love that.
That's it.
Exceptional. Very
Thank
nice.
you. And that kind of touches on that girl from Ipanema.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have some pretty major bossa nova royalty that actually lives here in St. Pete.
Ooh.
And if you know who Daniela Soledade is, and Nate Najar, she's actually like bossa nova royalty. She lives in St. Pete.
Nice.
We've had her and Nate on the show in the past. But anyway, so talking more about the message of those serious songs, though. You know, I'm hearing, you know, political commentary. I'm hearing, you know, corporate commentary and like oil. I heard you mention about the oil.
That was the Blackwater song.
Blackwater,
That was a big
yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah, so that last song, very whimsical, very relaxed, very, very fun. And I love that you're kind of in both camps, because I think that can lend itself nicely to the message landing, you know. You know, they say that you open the door with a fun, whimsical song to get their attention, and then you sit them down and give them something serious, and maybe they'll be a little more receptive to it. Is that intentional? Or
A lot of the stuff I do, I think of it like a bridge, just trying to get people to go from one end and bring them over. So trying to do like African music and like a very classic rock scene, you kind of have to just do every angle you can. You build as many bridges to get the person to be like, what is this? And kind of like, it could be a small bridge, and it gets them to this spot, and then another bridge, and soon you can get them all the way into what I really love in music. Because sometimes just giving them exactly that can be like, whoa, this is way out there, and I don't know what to think about it. But just trying to build all these bridges kind of helps get a person from point A to point B.
So to me, that's a lesson in songwriting. And to me, that's a lesson in learning how to effectively communicate with your audience and communicate through your music with your audience. Because, you know, there are both camps, and there are bands that only live in one camp. Maybe they're only doing, you know, powerful message, political and or, you know, protest music. Protest music was a whole genre that that's, you know, I mean, it's been over the ages, but it got really popular in the 70s, for example.
Yeah.
And I hear some elements of protest music in some of what you're playing here. To use both sides of that coin, I think, is pretty effective. Have you seen real response from your audience because of that?
I would have to really think, but I haven't really had in-depth conversations with people in the audience who talk about some of my songs really too much, but I'm sure it'll come along sometime soon.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're watching and listening right now live in the live stream. So you at home right now, if you're listening to this show and you're joining us on the live stream on WMNF's Live Music Showcase, what do you think? Do you think that Trevor using both sides of that coin, playing music that is both fun and whimsical in some songs and having a deeper message and a serious tone in other songs. Do you find that that resonates with you? Love to find out. Leave a comment in the live stream there. Let's hear another song. Let's dive into another one.
All right, let's do a little Latin tune. This was Take Me Home, Lasagna.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
Man, I'd love some lasagna
Lasagna.
right now. That sounds delicious. Mazzaro's.
Yeah, it's a Lusana. That's how it is. But yeah, Take Me Home, Lusana. A lot of people think it's Rosanna because it's a more common name than this one, but it's just name's stuck, and I want someone to be able to like find it real easy. If you put like Rosanna in there, it'll be like page 17 on the Google image or Google page. So I wanted to try to boost that CEO for the Google on there, so I changed the name. No, I'm just kidding. But here's Take Me Home, Lasagna. Hope you guys enjoy. If I could get a ride with you by my side, take me home, Rosanna. Ah la 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 la. Take me home, Rosanna, to Edith Morita. Oh, I say, take me home, Rosanna. Ah la la la. La la la, take me home, Rosanna. Guantanamera, huepa. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. I said, take me home, Rosanna. Take me home, Rosanna. I said, take me home, Rosanna. Rosanna, Rosanna, oh, oh. Take me home, Rosanna. Rosanna, Rosanna, oh, oh. Take me home, Rosanna. home, take me home. I said, take me home, take me home, Louisiana, Louisiana. Oh, Benny. Woo.
You're listening to Live Music Showcase here on 88.5. We have Trevor Brystrom here in studio this week.
Right
I don't
now,
know.
in the
right
present.
Right in this very moment, yes. Unless you're listening to the show in podcast form, which you can do anytime, anywhere if you search Live Music Showcase on Spotify or Apple Music anytime you want to. Follow us, too, so you get a little notification every time a new episode drops on Fridays when we do the show. Now, we're coming up to the end of the show here. It flew by, as it always
Yeah,
does.
it does.
We're having a ridiculous amount of fun on this show. Personally, I couldn't be more happy that this show is kind of sort of the... I guess you could call this the unofficial anniversary of me starting my foray into radio. So I'm really happy that I got to be you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, thank you.
Next week, we've got George Pennington. George Pennington is a local favorite in the rock and blues rock scene. He spent some time out in California. He's back in town now, and really looking forward to having him and his band on next week. As always with this show, it takes a team, it takes a village to put this show on. It's not like your average radio show where you get to just come into the studio and hit a couple buttons and go live. Not that it's not a lot of work for those guys too, but we have a whole team of people that make this show go around. Our audio technicians today, we have two of them today. Pam Robinson got to graduate to audio engineer. Thank you, Pam. And Mark Perfetti, as always, is our audio engineer. Our post-production is Richard Stone. Our audio assistant as well as audio engineer is Pam Robinson. Bob Hoke is our video director. Our camera operator today, our lone camera operator today is Ed Lehman. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate you, man. Our social media is Bree Shoemaker, as always. Thank you, Bree. Our photographer, as per is he's taking a photo of me right now, pointing at him, Mr. Chandler Collada. If you look at any of our social media, which you can do anytime, anywhere on Instagram, it's live_music_showcase. Nope, that's not right. Yes, it is right. At live_music_showcase. So you can find that there, but his name is Chandler Collada. He's the reason why all the photos on our social media look so dang nice. Really, really nice. Mm-hmm. So appreciate that. Thank you, Chandler. We're wrapping up the show here. We've got enough time for maybe one more song.
Okay.
And by the way, too, if you're listening, if you're just tuning in, don't go anywhere because the Rhythm Revival with Reverend Billy is coming up right here in just a few minutes. Great show, deep dive show on some of the best music, American music and otherwise, and a little bit behind the scenes, a little behind the like where that music came from and those musicians and what they were all about back in the day. And it's really cool. It's very insightful, very neat. So before we dive into the very last song and we wrap up the show, we were talking earlier about connecting with your audience. If you could say one thing into that camera right there to your audience, what would you tell them?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You like put me on the spot.
On the spot.
I just want to let you guys know we have so much music in the making, and we're just really excited. And music's just, I'm never gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on pushing music as long as I'm alive, and gonna give you all the music that you love as much as we can. And hopefully you guys can follow us. And for future shows, we got a lot of shows happening. And find our music on trevorbystrom.com and find out all of our shows and when we're going to be. We're going to be traveling all around Florida. We're playing some local festivals like Bayfest on Anna Maria Island and things like that. So please come check us out. Come see us live. The show's even better in person, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
And where can people find you on like social media? Where can they find updates about your about what you're doing?
Yeah, so we've been keeping social media quite updated. It's at Trevor Brystrom, or you might have that's for Instagram and Facebook page, and then the website also trevorbystrom.com has all those links that you'll need for that. We also have YouTube videos. We actually have a 7-piece band as well, and we released 2 videos live in studio of the Blackwater and New World. You guys haven't heard New World, but. Maybe we'll end on that song, or we might just bring it back, do something a little bit more chill. I think we'll do a chill song for the ending.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you. Well, without further ado, please feel free to take it away. Awesome. And to you listeners out there and to you watching our live stream right now, thank you so much for giving us your time and tuning in with us. You could have listened to all kinds of different stuff out there, and you're right here right now. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next week. Take it away.
All right, so this song is called 7 Mile Island because Anna Maria Island's 7 miles long. So it's a song about Anna Maria Island, but it's also, more importantly, a song about my grandfather. He was born and raised, it's on his birth certificate, Anna Maria Island on there. So it's really cool, and he's 95 years old, and he's seen the whole island change from just not even having a bridge out there, and you take a ferry across to now Anna Maria Island and what it is. So this is a little song about that, and hope you guys enjoy 7 Mile Island. I was born onto this island. It was 7 miles long, with the finest white beach sand, a place to call my home. Swear I brought my wife, and I raised a family. This island shaped my life, who I turned out to be. Well, I watched it all grow. I watched it all change. Then came the bridge, replaced the ferry that got us here. Then came the dredge, and new land has just appeared. And the people came and waved. The island began to grow, place that people crave, a paradise to call their own. Well, I